So these three local governments, Warri South, Warri North, and Warri Southwest local government are part and parcel of Yoruba land. They are the number 9 states of the Yoruba nation. The number 10 states that we have is Akoko Edo. They are Yoruba. They are not part of Edo state. We want that land back. They were part of the Afemia division, in which Awolowo stated at the parliament, federal parliament, that Afemia division can be part of Midwest, except the Yoruba-speaking area there, which is today Akoko Edo. They are part of Yoruba land. We will not give it up.
Hello and what's up, guys? In this video, something shocking is happening and it is causing serious tension across Nigeria. The Yoruba man has just dropped a heavy declaration that is shaking the table. He says Southwest is not Yoruba land. Yes, you heard that right. According to him, real Yoruba land is far bigger than what many people think. He breaks it down. Lagos, Ogun, Oyo, Osun, Ekiti, Ondo. Yes, those are Yoruba states. But then he goes further. He includes 12 local government in Kwara, 6 in Kogi, 3 in Delta, and even part of Edo state. He insists all these belong to the Yoruba nation and that they will be reclaimed. He accuses Hausa, Igbo, and Fulani elite of trying to shrink Yoruba land through manipulation, false history, and political deals. He claims this Southwest label is part of a larger plan to divide and weaken Yoruba people. He warns, we are not giving up an inch of our land. We are ready to fight for it, just like others did in history. Referendum or no referendum, this land belongs to us. Then he points to Lagos, and this part will shock you. He says the idea of Lagos being a no man's land didn't start today. He traces it back to 1947, long before independence, when a man from the old eastern region first tried to reclaim Lagos. Since then, he claims there has been a silent agenda to take over Lagos economically, politically, and demographically. He even says over 15,000 PVCs were allegedly transferred to Lagos during the last election. Proof, he says, that Yoruba people are losing control of their own land. Now he's warning everyone, stop selling your land. Listen if you must, but never sell it outright. Because once Yoruba people lose their land, they lose their power, their economy, and their identity. Guys, I will let you watch this video for yourself so you can see exactly what I'm talking about. Also, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to this channel if you haven't already done so. Take a look, guys, and remember to share your thoughts after watching.
This is Yoruba land. Number 1 is Lagos and all the local council in Lagos is Yoruba land. Number 2 is Ogun State and all the local government area in Ogun State. 3 is Oyo State and all the local government area of Oyo State. 4 is Ondo State and all the local government area of Ondo State. Number 5 is Osun State and all the local governments in Osun State. Number 6 is Ekiti State and all the local governments in Ekiti State. This is what Hausa, Fulani, and the Igbo want you to consider as Yoruba land. So they call it Southwest. This is not Yoruba land. Not an inch of our space shall be given up to anybody. We are willing to kill over our land, and we shall kill. We shall kill. Nobody will take our space. Number 7 is the 12 Yoruba-speaking local government of Kwara State. In Kwara State, there are 16 local governments in Kwara State. 16. Only 12 are Yoruba-speaking local government, and all these 12 are part of Yoruba land. They are part and parcel of Yoruba land. I'll give you these 12. Asa, local government. Ekiti, local government. Ifelodun, local government. Ilorin East, local government. Ilorin South, local government. Ilorin West, local government. Irepodun, local government. Isin, local government. Moro, local government. Ofa, local government. Okere, Ero, local government, and Oyo, local government. These are the 12 out of the 16 local governments in Kwara State that are Yoruba-speaking local government. So if you are talking about draft bill for referendum, you don't give up your own land. The French people did not give up their land. They confronted the Germans, died, but they got back their land. The English rallied around themselves and fought against the Germans because the German promised to take their land from them. You don't say that you are exposed, educated. Go and look at the Henry Willick report of 1957. He submitted that report in 1958. It was actually written in 1957. He said in his recommendation that Ilorin Division, which is today Kwara State, and Kaba Division, which is today Kogi State, shall be included with the Western region. So Kwara State has 16 local government, 12 out of 16 are Yoruba local government. They are part of Yoruba land. Yoruba land is not southwest. Number 8 of the Yoruba state is the 6 Yoruba-speaking local councils in Kogi state. And where are these 6 local councils? In Kogi state, they have 21 local governments. In Kogi state, 21. 6 are Yoruba-speaking local government out of 21. They have Ijumu local government, Kababunu local government, Lokoja local government, Mopa Moro local government, Yagba East local government, and Yagba West local government. These are the Yoruba area in Kogi state. We are not going to conduct a new referendum whether these people want to be part of Yoruba land or not. The referendum has since been conducted before 1957. I gave you the report of the election that was held in Ilorin Town Council, District Council, in Kabatan Council, District Council, by the people that were elected. The people who represented Talaka Parako, an action group, they won the majority vote to all of these councils, and they voted and said, do they want to be part of the Western region? The people in Ilorin division and Kaba division voted massively to be part of Western region. That referendum is binding. We are not conducting a new referendum. Aside that referendum, there was the recommendation of the Sir Henry Wilkins Commission rather. In 1957, it says that the Ilorin division and Kaba division shall be included with the Western region of Nigeria. Ilorin division is today Kwara State, Kaba division is today Kogi State. We are not asking for all the 21 local governments in Kogi State to be part of Yoruba land. No, they are not. Only 6 local governments out of the 21 local government in Kogi State are Yoruba local government. In Kwara State, only 12 out of the 16 local government in Kwara State are Yoruba land. And those are the local government that we are interested in. And number 9 of the state in Yoruba land is the Yoruba-speaking local councils in Delta State. There are 3 Yoruba areas in Delta State: Warri South local government, Warri North local government, and Warri South West local government. These are Yoruba-speaking local government, 3 in Delta State. They are part of Yoruba land. During regional government, because the constitution that was done in 1957 to 1959, there was a provision that the minority in each of the 3 regions of Nigeria be given their own regions. So after independence in 1960 October, Awolowo in April 1961, he moved a motion that Edo people, Urhobo people, Isoko people, Ikwani people, Ika people, Aniocha people, and Western Ijaw people be given their whole region. All of these people that I've mentioned were part of the Yoruba Western region, but they were minority. The Yoruba were about 80% of the total population of Western region, but we have minority: Edo, Urhobo, Isoko, Ika, Aniocha, Ukwani, and Western Ijaw. Awolowo moved a motion in 1961 that they be given a region to be called Midwest. In that motion, Akoko Edo was not to be part of the Midwest, and Ishekiri land was not to be part of the Midwest, because Akoko Edo are Yoruba and Ishekiri are also Yoruba, so they were excluded. But because of the evil-mindedness of Zik, and because he was in a coalition government with Abubakar Tafawa Balewa, a Fulani, Zik connived with Balewa, and they removed Akoko Edo and Ishekiri and had them as part of the Midwest. Olu of Ishekiri went to court. He was deposed. The records are there. He was stopped from getting salary because he challenged Zik, and he went to court. He said that the Ishekiri people do not wish to be part of the Midwest. The records are there. We have seen it. We have read it. I can guarantee you, not a single parcel of Yoruba land shall be taken away from us. We are willing to kill. European people have always been killing over land. We will kill people over Yoruba land. So these 3 local governments, Warri South, Warri North, and Warri Southwest local government, are part and parcel of Yoruba land. They are the number 9 states of the Yoruba nation. The number 10 states that we have is Akoko Edo. They are Yoruba. They are not part of Edo state. We want that land back. They were part of the Afenia division, in which Awolowo stated at the parliament, federal parliament, that a Fenia division can be part of Midwest, except the Yoruba speaking area there, which is today Akoko Edo. They are part of Yoruba land. We will not give it up.
Lagos is no man's land because it does not start today. Our people are so blind to the handwriting on the wall. The agenda has always been clear, but because of the nature of our people, they don't read meaning to it. Ask yourself, why the first man in history to drag Lagos with the indigenous and call it no man's land was from the old eastern region. In present-day Abia State, his name was Jajan Washiku. This happened in 1947, before the birth of Nigeria, before the amalgamation, before it happens. It has been a long time agenda. During the First Republic, Azikiwe abandoned Eastern region and started fighting and dragging Baba Awolowo over Lagos and the West. Have you ever asked yourself why Ojukwu has so much interest in Lagos? After he got Biafra, he still wanted to capture Lagos. Is Lagos part of Biafra? Why always Lagos? Something unique about Lagos is that every one of them wants it badly. Badly. You heard them say Lagos, no man's land. They even go as far as saying, we will buy Lagos from you people and send you back to your state. You think it's a joke? It is a long time agenda that has turned to ideology. A movement I can describe as a Zionism. Funnily, our people will still say, don't worry, it can never happen. Hey bro, it's already happening. It is already. Stop asking if they are going to carry it to their region. They don't need to carry it to their region, but they will control it from their region. The United Kingdom does not share borders with Spain, but they took Strait of Gibraltar from them and controls it. They won't control Strait of Gibraltar, control the Mediterranean Sea. They don't need to relocate Lagos to their region. What do you think will happen when you don't own your land again? What do you think will happen when you don't control your economy and local markets? What do you think will happen when they now complete the changing of the demography of Lagos? Over 15,000 PVC was transferred by this person alone to Lagos during the last election. The demography of Lagos is changed, nothing remains. In 1967, Gibraltar held a referendum. Guess what? Majority of them voted in support of British rule because Gibraltar demography has been changed. This was how America took Texas away from Mexico. It will happen and Lagos will become no man's land if you don't stop selling your land to Zionist children. Think and wake up. You don't need to sell your land. Lease and it will still be yours. You will make a huge profit. Enforce it on them. They don't have an option. They can't survive without coming to Lagos. Yes, Lagos is their heaven and paradise. To have what is precious, then it's high time you start treasuring it. Lease your land, don't sell. Stop selling your land outright to strangers. Lease, don't sell. Your land is your power. You know, God is no longer making any land. He has already rested on the seventh day. They can call it tribalism. You call it self-preservation. Protect your land. The fact is, if our people continue with this illusion and practice of liberalism, I doubt it if Lagos won't become no man's land they have been calling it in the next 50 years. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying it should happen, but I'm saying this so that it won't and will never happen. There is a video I want you to see.
New 3-bedroom apartment at off Adetola Aduda. This place is going for 4.5 million naira yearly, and I'm sorry to say this, I'm very, very sorry. It is for only Igbo clients. I'm not really supposed to say that, but I should say it so when you are coming into my DM, you know if you are qualified for this place or not. So it's only for Igbo clients. It's for 4.5. When I say it's only for Igbo clients, every landlord has their preference. It is not a new thing. It is not strange. It is not weird, and it is not ridiculous. That's just the criteria for getting this apartment, and everyone has their preferences and their criteria. So, for you also start bashing the landlord.
You see, the mindset of our people has been manipulated to perceive self-preservation as tribalism. Our people think self-preservation is a sin. Meanwhile, any race that fails to preserve themselves will surely go extinct. Why do you think Israel race survived German Holocaust and still works stronger today? Because they preserve themselves. A Jew is a Jew. They go with their language, food, culture, morals, ideologies. Now let me tell you, why do you think Germany was being blamed for the Holocaust? Because they don't know about self-preservation. They failed to preserve themselves when they could have, when they realized it was late. After the Holocaust, the Jews were more like beggars. They lost everything: family, houses, business, investment, many more. Palestine welcomed them with open arms and as a neighbor. Next time we are selling their lands and properties because they don't know about self-preservation. Now today they are telling us that piece of land used to be Palestine, that is not Israel. No, I heard now that our people are now being relocated from the major places to far-end minor places because of the greed of some of our people. People are now moving from Ikoyi, from Festac to Sango. Lagos is no man's land, but who is facilitating it? Our people. This apartment lady is Abenio by her name, though I'm not convinced. My problem is how they normally use our people for their dirty job. We are being liberal, but they see a fool. It's not about taking our lands alone. Some of our people without native intelligence will do anything for money. My question is, this dirty offer you pick, can they allow you do much to them? And will you do it? Because you dare not, it will be tribalism. But all of these things happen here in Yoruba land. So where will our people go now when they can't even rent apartments in their area again, in their domain? There are now some apartments now that Yoruba people cannot rent on their land. You know, very soon they will tell you this local government and territory is only for the Igbos alone. Yes, it will happen. If this can happen, if they can bring this to social space, then it is already happening long time ago. But our people are not aware. Greed and desperation is making our people sell when they could have leased and turned into lifetime investments. Gradually and systematically, indigenous people are being relocated from urban area to rural places. I heard that the park, the same agriculture job they are criticizing, calling dirty jobs that face huge money. Greed and ambitions are blinding our people, it's blinding our face. It is only in Yoruba land, in this country, that you see their political leaders prioritizing the interest of non-indigenous people, because they are more focused in winning votes from outsider than serving and representing the interest of their own people. It's only Yoruba politician that will tell Iyaloja, Babaloja, our local market people, that they want to renovate their shop for them, and when they renovate it, they will not give it back to them. The shop goes to the highest bidder, irrespective of why they are bidding high for it. Our leaders started all of these things because you are who we are following. Yes, and the status quo needs to change. Politics is played to represent the interests of your people. And once you are not, that is not politics, but politicking. What connects you with your ancestors are your people, your land, and your geographical area. You cannot be selling your ancestral land when you could have turned it into a lifetime investment, leasing it, and still want Lagos not to be called no man's land. Yes, they will call it no man's land. It will someday if this attitude is not checkmated and stopped. Many lands today has become no man's land as nothing happened. Anybody telling you self-preservation is a sin is definitely your enemy, because self-preservation is a blessing to any race that practices it. Look at the Jews. Look at Korea, Japan, China, India. They preserve themselves. They always work stronger. Their food, language, identity, and land, they preserve it. If the Germanic tribe had preserved themselves earlier, there wouldn't have been the Holocaust and probably World War II. If Palestine had preserved itself, they would not be fighting Israel today or seeing them as their enemy. No, Israel is not the enemy. It is Palestine that failed to preserve itself, because what they call liberal, to some, it is foolishness. Our people can't keep selling our land, and you want it not to be called no man's land. Anybody telling you self-preservation is a sin is your enemy. They should come out and tell us why it's a sin. Yes, preserve yourself. A strong nation preserve itself. Even America is going on self-preservation.
colonialism in Nigeria has not ended. It has only taken a new dimension. It has only taken a new shape. Okay? There's something we call settler colonialism. What was it? This is when outsider comes to stay in your land, not to live, not to do their business, not to go about their normal business, but they want to dominate. They want to dominate your land. They want to dominate your politics. They want to influence your politics. They want to influence your economy. And they also want to influence your culture. Right here in Nigeria, we have seen this played out in Yoruba land. We have seen cases where the non-Yorubas want to outnumber, they want to outpower the indigenous people of their land. We have seen cases where these non-Yorubas, they want to hijack the policies of Yoruba land. We have also seen cases where when these indigenous people, when they resist, all of these things, they tag them bigot and tribalist. Now let's ask ourselves a question. Is this what they call peaceful coexistence? We cannot coexist peacefully with this kind of ideology. People who have this kind of ideology does not coexist peacefully with their host community. And what they want to do, their intention is to create a system where they can displace the indigenous people on their land. All right, let me commend the effort of our people for taking that bold initiative of renaming our streets, renaming our roads. I want to say God bless them. God bless our people for doing that. Renaming our streets and roads is not yet enough. It is not enough yet to reclaim our land. While we are celebrating the name on all social media platforms, let's have it at the back of our mind that we still have non-Yorubas that have this expansionist ideology that are buying our land, buying that very soil beneath your feet. We still have settlers that are forming their own enclaves in our territory. Let's also not forget that Yoruba land is bombarded with population of migrants from every nook and crannies of one Nigeria. Let's not forget that all of these things have severe consequences on us as a people. But we can't afford to watch all of this go in silence. We can't watch all of this go in silence. We can't afford to allow these people weaponize these things against us as a people. It simply means we need action. We need to resist. We need to re-strategize on how to reclaim back our land. In my own humble opinion, what we can do as the people is to stop the reckless sales of our land to outsiders. We need to put a full stop to the sales of our ancestral land to outsiders. We need to put a full stop to that. In Yoruba culture, our land is our identity. Our land is our power. Our land is our soul of existence. Which means if we sell our land, we are selling our identity so cheaply. If we sell to outsiders who don't regard us, we are selling away our power. And we are selling our future, and this will have great consequences upon us as a people. No matter the money, no matter how juicy or how sweet the money is, please, I want to appeal to our people. Let's stop the reckless sales of ancestral land to outsiders. Let us stop it. In the north, they hardly sell. In the southeast, they hardly sell. So why must we be the one to sell our future to those who don't respect us, to those who don't even regard us as their hosts? Another thing that we must do is that we need laws that can say, hey, this land belongs to the indigenous people. The only right that outsiders can come to have on that land is that they can lease it and develop it, but not to buy
The interest of Yoruba people now in this present administration of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu should not be anything other than calling for power devolution and regional government, where every region is grouped according to their ethnic, linguistic identity. Hear me out. I'm talking to the Yoruba people. It's not everybody that wants regional government. It's not everybody that wants true federalism. So this is why I'm personalizing it to the Yorubas. Yes, not all want it. Some want a state indigenous bill where they will be able to call other people's territory no man's land, backed by the system, just like we have seen Benjamin Kalu proposing. Some are pushing for settler colonization, and don't be surprised because Olodumare has already blessed Yoruba land. Yoruba land is the heartbeat of Nigeria. We have the ocean, we have the river, we have the highland. Nature has already blessed Yoruba land. That is why people will always desire to settle here. That is why we are the pace setter and heartbeat of this nation. But you must be wary of settlers who are colonists. Why? Because Yoruba land is rich, and the settler does not colonize a barren land. No! The colonization of Britannia by the Romans, Anglo-Saxons, and Vikings was due to its beauty as an highland. That area you now call Istanbul suffered in history because of its beauty, because of its naturalness. Human will always want to settle and colonize a beautiful atmospheric environment and land where they can see serenity, nature, and sea. That is why Yoruba land must be protected from any form of settler colonialism. That is why Lagos must be protected from any form of settler colonialism, because there is only one Lagos in Africa, the only state with English and Yoruba name, a very small island desired by all, because it is human nature to desire good things, but it is you, the indigenous, who must reject any form of settler colonialism so that you will not lose your land through it. You see, the crazy part is that once the indigenous lose their land, the new occupier will do everything they have to protect it and make it survive. Yes, that is how it has always happened in history. Go and fact check. That island, which we call the British Isles today, was first occupied by the Celts. It belongs to the Celts. The Germanic Anglo-Saxon tribe came, fought them, displaced them, and took the majority of their land and settled on it. When Vikings later discovered the island and wanted to take it from the Germanic Saxon tribe, who had now settled the land and ruled England after they have driven the Celts to the deep forests of Britannia, guess what? The Anglo-Saxon made sure they did what they could to protect it from the Vikings. The Vikings' raid on them were something obvious, that they had only one intention: to exterminate the whole of Anglo-Saxon and take possession of their island. But the Anglo-Saxon protected it with their last kingdom. They did what they could to survive. They did everything to protect England because they know how they had settled there and displaced the real indigenous people who are the Celts, now in present-day Scotland, from that land. Once indigenous people lose their land, trust me, you can never have it again. And history will always help you to do the documentation. Look at what Trump is doing. Look at it. This is a land we all know they are not the real indigenous because it belongs to the native Indian. But because they know what they did to settle that land, they will do everything to also protect it. When your land is rich, you must always be wary of settler colonists. You must be. Settler does not colonize barren land. You see, this is not the era of medieval times when the only means settler could colonize land was through war, violence, displacement, or chaos. This is 21st century. Manipulation, gaslighting, tribal occupation of your politics and economic sector is the fastest method settler colonies now using in 21st century. Once your land has been referred to as no man's land, it is a form of settler colonialism. Once they are desperate to buy your land legally and illegally, it's a form of settler colonialism. The same desperation to colonize your land is why they are ready to buy any illegal land, illegal properties, as long as it is in Lagos. When the law now catches up with them, they will start playing devil's advocates, looking for social media sympathy, as if they don't know what they bought, as if they are not aware of it. Some will even tell you all land belongs to God, as if it was not the same God who put indigenous people in charge of it. Be wary. It's all form of settler colonialism. Nigeria is a country where every region, ethnic and tribe have their own interest. The interest of Yoruba people is self-governance and regional autonomous. Yes, now is to call for regional autonomy as a way to protect our land from settler colonists who see it as nothing but no man's land. Yes, because our rich cultural heritage, fertile soil, and vast resources in Yoruba land has always been a magnet for those seeking to exploit its bounty. But you must not let history repeat itself. How Yoruba lost Ilorin must always be a historical reference to all Yoruba Omoluabi for them to be wary of settler colonialism. We must protect our land, our culture, and our future by demanding true autonomy and self-determination for the Yoruba people. Regional autonomy is not just a matter of politics, it is a matter of survival. Let us stand united and assert for our right to our land and
So
our
guys,
future.
you have heard it all. Whether you agree or not, one thing is clear. Land, identity, and legacy are not things to joke with. What we just watched is more than just a rant. It is a wake-up call. A call to every Nigerian, especially the Yoruba people, to open their eyes and ask serious questions about who truly controls what and at what cost. It is not just about tribalism or politics. It is about preserving your history, your culture, your roots. If a people lose control of their land, they lose everything: their economy, their voice, their future. That is not just a Yoruba issue, that is a Nigerian issue. But let's be clear, violence is not the answer. The real weapon we need now is awareness, unity, and action. We need to educate ourselves, teach our children, and protect our values, because nobody will do it for us. Let's also be honest, this video will spark debate, and that's fine. Healthy debate is good. That is how we learn and grow. But don't just watch and move on. Drop a comment below. What do you think? Is there truth in what was said, or do you see things differently? Let's talk about it respectfully. And if you felt this video opened your eyes in any way, don't keep it to yourself. Share it, spread it, start the conversation, because awareness is the first step to real change. Thanks for watching. Stay sharp, stay informed, and most importantly, stay proud of who you are. I will see you in the next one.